Hey folks, it's Bob down here at the hangar. We're getting ready for an event that we try to have every year about this time. We have an open house hosted by our local EAA chapter, the Experimental Aircraft Association. In a couple hours we should have, I don't know, 40, 50 people. But hopefully another event. I'm waiting for Jan to show up. Let me turn this around. He's got the Mustang all back together again. And hopefully he gets here and we can push this thing outside and start it up. The problems he had with the accessory drive unit have all been rectified. He's put everything back in here. He's charged up the battery. One of the problems that he had when we took it apart was that the supercharger had a weird sound. As it turns out, he sent it out to the factory and they said it had a dry bearing. Well, the reason for that is because it had been setting for 10 years after he purchased it. And so hopefully we'll get another opportunity to start this thing and see it really run for the first time. So we've had a really good turnout here at the hangar. A lot of people and a helicopter. Here's Jan's Mustang and a Starduster. And there's a Globe Swift over there. And I'm not sure what that is, but that's a heck of a paint job on that. Let's go see what it is. See here, it is hasn't got it on here yet, so, but that's a heck of a paint job, real flame. We had great burgers, and I want to do a couple of shout outs real quick. One is my grandson's. It's the Crazy Bros. It's some young kids shooting basketballs and things like that. If you give it a look, I'd appreciate it. But there's a couple of real serious channels. There's a Lancaster being restored in East Kirby in Great Britain. And it's called Just Jane, and they're doing an amazing job of stripping that airplane because of all of the magnesium rivets that were in it and corrosion. But they taxi it around in the summers to make revenue for the restoration efforts, and they're 6 years into a 10-year plan to restore this airplane to flight status, and they don't even have the runway yet, so that's still coming. The channel is Neville Wielden, and I'll drop a link to that YouTube channel down in the description. And one other one is called Hangar Rats, and Bill is the manager of putting a Beech 18 back into service that was owned at one time by Jackie Cochran and at another time by Merv Griffin, and I'll drop a link to that one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. So Joe, you're here at El Chihuahuas. You've had your first Ducky Death Star.
Hey, I finished it.
It's not a Death Star.
It's a Ducky Death Star. That's what I said. Pay attention.
I thought that was a Death Star.
That's a Death Star. This is a Ducky Death Star. Steve, pay attention.
No, why
I just got one question. How do I get another?
Joe, put your duck in your drunken Death Star.
Okay, another experience at El Chihuahuas, courtesy of me.